Hello everybody, today I'm going to show you how to make these beautiful Picasso Jasper pendants. And these ones have a vertical hole drilled through them rather as opposed to a horizontal hole, which is what we were working with when we did the honey Jasper. They had a vertical hole, horizontal hole through the top. These ones have a vertical hole up and down, so it's a little bit of a different method. So I thought I'd show you how I did these as well. Okay everybody, let's get started. Hello everybody, I decided to try and do this same thing with it's a slightly smaller stone, and instead of the hole being drilled across that way, it's drilled that way. So I wanted to see if I could still do it. Give you a quick zoom in on the stone. So it's really pretty, isn't it? It's Picasso Jasper. So yeah, I thought that was a really lovely stone. And then I've got another one here which I absolutely love, this one. So we're going to try and do this one together, and I'll show you how I did the other one. So I'm going to zoom out. Sorry, I've got wire in my mouth. I'm holding my wires. Right. So I'll thread my piece of wire on, and then I'm going to take the end and I'm going to fold it like that out my way, and just so it holds tight so I've got something to pull on, and then straighten it a bit. I think I've got too much wire here, but never mind. So I'm going to take it, put it in my round nose pliers, and I'm going to bend it that way and not that way, because I want to put a piece of I'm going to use, what do you call it? So I'm going to lose my mind, never mind anything else. Macrame thread, you know, like macrame rope. So I want a nice big loop, and I want it to face the right way so I don't have to use any jump rings. So I'm going to bend that around, turn my pliers, and then pull it really tight, and then bend it around the top of my loop. Sorry, did I go out of frame there? Just bend it around like that, and this is holding the bottom in place. And then I'm just simply going to keep going. So I want to make sure those wires are sitting underneath the previous piece of wire, making sure they don't overlap, you know, just sitting slightly underneath like that. You see? Just, if it's not quite right, give it a push it into place. Every now and then just check the back, make sure you know you're sitting in the correct place. And just keep going, trying to make sure I don't have any gaps. Push it up if you have got any little gaps. Just push that into place. Okay, that's going okay. Just making sure I keep it nice and tight. Just keep folding until you get to where you feel, you know, that's the look you want. Because you can put as much or as little of these on as you want. You can make it just a few layers, or you can make it really, you know, much longer. I kind of like it to come down a bit, especially on this stone, which is so, it's very blank at the top, isn't it? So it can, just not going to cover up any of the beautiful markings. So if you've got a stone with where you love all the, you know, really gorgeous markings on it, you can just do a smaller amount of this at the top so as not to cover up, you know, the beautiful pattern of your stone. I'm going to go one more just because it is so plain at the top here. It can take it. And again, I think another one could do being a little bit tighter at the back. You can see I've got a tiny gap here, but we can shove that all into place, hopefully, at the end. So then I'm going to do the same as I did with the other one. I'm just going to pull it up and across, and then around my loop. And then I'm going to cut that. We could do it going in a bit closer now, the wires are shorter. The wires are so long that if I zoom in too much, they keep hitting the camera. So, yeah, I've gone all the way around, gone up to the top, round once. You could probably go around twice, depending on the thickness of what thread you want to put in there. So I'm going to go twice, just so I've got a deeper space to lose my end. And then just cut it. Bend it in the direction you want to go. And cut it a bit more. So it's already bending the way you want it to go. And then turn it inwards. Oops, scale for that end. Might be a bit fiddly doing this bit, but you'll get it. Just keep manoeuvring that end in till it's where you want it to be. And then give it a tiny little, you see I've tucked it inside, and then just squish it down a little bit. Try and do it gently without damaging your coils. And there you see it's popped inside. So now that's popped inside, that's all held nice and tight. And now we deal with this little bottom piece. So without letting any of it go loose, you've got to keep it nice and tight. And cut it to the slightly shorter length, or I need it. And again, everything here is a guesstimate, so please be not too short. And then what I do is take the tiny end of my pliers and twist it in the opposite direction until that's tight around. I may have done it a tiny bit short. No, that's fine. No, that's fine. Until it's tucked back in, like so. And there you have it. And you can do any sort of tweaking, straightening up, and you might want to close up any gaps. A couple of gaps at the back there. And there we go. And then I'm going to put a piece of thread directly through there. Like I say, I'm going to use that this stuff. I'll show you a piece because I've got some on another pendant. The same as what I used for these. It's just macrame thread. But if you've got a fair sized loop, you can just, I used it on these wire wrap ones just so Some people like that sort of simple, and also if you just put it on a simple, you know, piece of macrame thread, it's just literally a few pounds for a great big roll of it. So instead of just having to sell the pendants, you know, rather than buying loads of these, you can at least sell your pendants so they're ready to wear. And if people want to go away and take, you know, another thread and put through it, you know, that's up to their discretion, whatever their taste is. But at least when you give it to someone as a gift, or when someone buys one, if you're doing a craft fair, they could walk away and put it on immediately, and it's up to them if they want to change the you know, change the little piece of rope later on. I made one for somebody with a moonstone and put it on one of these, and it was wire wrapped, and I did it in sterling silver, and after I'd given it to her, she bought a chain and put it on a sterling silver chain, and it did look really lovely. But it also looked lovely on the rope. So that's how we do the stone with a vertical hole. So yeah, thought I'd show you that. And obviously, look, depending how tight you do it or how long, that one's a bit longer and looks more pointy. I think it's because I left more of a stem and wrapped the stem first and then went down, where this one I did it tighter against the stone. So yeah, you can do it either way. I think they look absolutely gorgeous. Really simple, really quick. You know, if you've got a birthday you've forgotten, or you know, you've got some guests coming from out of town or something, and you surprise visit and you've only got a short notice, you can make really quick and easy gift. So there you go. No breaks, no edits, no, we just made that just there as it is. So yeah, definitely within about 10 minutes you can make one of these. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Stay inspired, stay creative, have a wonderful day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you all very soon. Thank you for watching. Do have a lovely day, and yeah, try to stay creative, inspired and uplifted. See you all soon. Have a lovely day. Bye for now. Oh yeah, I've got to shut the camera off, haven't I? Right, bye guys.